I'm not in a down or anything like that, but there's a particular side of me that wants to go even faster, even stronger, even all that stuff. And there's like a conflict that happens right now because I need to see which path to take in order to be the fastest, strongest approach. So that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. I'll solve it out. Get clients, get them results. You always want to focus on your strengths. There's actually no way for me to actually give the same attention to the $1 million client and to the $500 million client. You just have to focus on doing your thing well. Just finished the meeting with the team, strategy for a client. Now gonna do another strategy for another client. It's like strategy client day or something. Yo, so it's about to rain right now. It's pretty windy outside, even though it's not considered a fairly summer weather, but this was a like real weather, really warm day, so I assume a rain should come after that. Really interesting day for me. Fun fact, I've been really kind of slacking off of my morning routines in the last 3 days, and I really feel the difference. Like for me, it's just a major thing I'm doing every single day. I'm doing that morning routine, and I'm doing my night routine and all these things. I've kept my night routines. I've never skipped them in the last, I think, 2 years maybe. But the morning routines, I've skipped them in the last 3 days, and it's interesting to me how I can feel that 3% that is not there, right? So you probably cannot even taste it or feel it, but I can feel it inside my heart. It's just something that I need to do. So I'm gonna get back on that. Right now I need to get home with my brother and finish some strategy for a client. This is actually more than a client for me. It's just a dear company that we're working with, we're partnering with, and it's more than just a client because this guy actually like helped me a lot with a lot of things. He actually taught me a lot of the things that I know today, so I'm really grateful for having this quote-unquote client as part of my company and everything that I'm doing. So really interesting things. I just feel that there's a lot of ups and downs in everything. I'm not in a down or anything like that, but there's a particular side of me that wants to go even faster, even stronger, even all that stuff. And there's like a conflict that happens right now because I need to see which path to take in order to be the fastest, strongest approach. So that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. I'll solve it out, and we'll finish the day's work on our way home. I'm not on our way home, when we get home. So let's do that. This is a new journal I got. This is journal number 5. Just started it. I'm gonna fill it right now. And then I'm doing my daily affirmations. I have them on my business cards. So they're kind of my goals. They're written in Romanian so that my brain can actually make sense of them. And then sleep. By the way, check this out. I got this new t-shirt. It's not really new, but it says abracadabra, which in Hebrew means what you say becomes, which is kind of my thesis for doing anything. What you think about, what you talk about, what you believe, what you see, what you envision, that's what you like make reality. And it's an interesting concept. There's this book called The Creative Process in the Individual by Thomas Troward. It talks a lot about this. It's a beautiful book, kind of metaphysical for a lot of people, but I think it's fascinating. So yeah, that's kind of how I do anything. That's how I built anything that I have, and it's nothing huge that I've built yet, but you know, it's getting there. So another cool thing about this what I've really realized in kind of playing this and doing the what you say kind of becomes thing, is what you believe as a goal, as kind of a thing you want to reach to. When you get it, it's when it becomes normal to you. So when charging $20,000 a month for a client, it's normal for you. It feels like it's normal. That's when you'll get it. When it feels like it's like way too much. Like how can you charge $20,000? How can you charge $100,000 a month for a client? That's when you won't get it. So it's your standard. If your standard is like 9 out of 10, that's what you're gonna get. If it's 4, that's what you're gonna get. Okay? So finishing up my journal right now, and then I'm gonna go to sleep because in the morning I have karate lesson and then a full day of a lot of things. So, ciao. A lot of people will fill like a personality test or something, and they will maybe like overestimate themselves or underestimate themselves based on some key factors about themselves, like humility, like modesty, fairness, and all those things.